Yo, you ever walk into a room, sit down at the table, and then you still feel like you snuck in the back door? Now you've got the title, you've got the credentials, you got the seat, but inside you're still wondering if they'll find out that you don't belong. That, my friends, is imposter syndrome. And it's way more common than you may think, especially for high capacity leaders who, just like you, they care deeply and they care quietly. So today, I want to give you the tools that will help you to lead with confidence, even when you don't feel like you deserve the mic. So let's talk about it. Now, most leaders, they'll never say it out loud, but they live with this background noise of self doubt. Like, am I really cut out for this? Did they pick the wrong person? What if I mess this up? The pressure to perform can drown out your presence. Now, being confident, it isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward with clarity, integrity, relationships, and a mindset that embraces growth. Let me break it down for you. First off, you got clarity, right? Your imposter syndrome thrives in the absence of self definition. And if you don't know who you are, the world and your doubt, they'll decide it for you. You got to define your identity anchors, the truths about who you are that don't change when your roles do. For example, I lead with empathy and excellence. My presence creates safety and strategy. God placed me here, and that's enough. Speak these things daily and speak them especially when the voice of fear it gets really loud in your head. Next, we have operational integrity. When your habits match your values, your confidence becomes rooted, not reactive. Now, with this, you want to build these habits of reaffirmation. For example, give yourself a morning check in. Now, you may have prayer, a grounding phase, a moment of silence. You want to make sure that you review your calendar. What gets your energy today and what doesn't? And also log one win every day, even if it's a small one. These habits don't have to be fancy, they just have to be consistent. Keep showing up. The third piece of this is relational intelligence. You're not meant to battle this thing in isolation. You want to build a confidence circle. Get you a few trusted people who remind you of your worth when you seem to forget it. These are not hype men, these are truth tellers. You want to choose people who know you, they know your journey, and not just your job title. And then the fourth piece to this is your evolution mindset. Remember that you're not a fraud, you are in formation. Leading without growing is not a weakness, it's a gift. Ask yourself, what did I handle better this time? What lesson did I lead through this week? Growth doesn't come from knowing everything, it comes from showing up and learning while you're leading. You don't have to know it all at the beginning. I'll be honest with you, I've been there. When I became a dean, there was a moment where I felt paralyzed. I had the heart, I had the grit, but I questioned whether I had the right. I remember walking into this job with so many doubts in my head like, bro, can you really do this? Are you ready for this? I was expected to speak up and make decisions to lead a whole division of one of the top community colleges in the nation. Now, inside, I felt like I was back in undergrad trying to pass my exams and classes, and while I was still trying to take care of a whole household. But instead of folding, I leaned into my values. I leaned into my faith and the things that my parents taught me that helped me to shape me into the leader that I've become. And I reminded myself, you're not here by accident. God placed you here for a purpose, not for a performance. So what did I do? I paused, I breathed, and I contributed. I didn't try to be the smartest in the room. I just showed up with service and solutions. And that moment unlocked the shift. I realized that confidence isn't about feeling bulletproof. It's about walking into who you are on purpose. And when you feel like your knees are shaking, you keep going. You keep showing up. Look, you don't need a new title to feel more confident. You just need a clearer sense of who you are and what you're here to build. Imposter syndrome fades when identity is fortified. That's why I want you to go ahead and grab the Identity Anchor worksheet from the vault. It's in the link below. It's a free resource for my community members over at the Pinnacle Circle, and it's your first step to leading from your real core and not your fear. Now, if you should feel inclined, you can come and kick it with us over at the community. It is the Pinnacle Circle. The link is down below. And there, we're not just talking about leadership, we're actually living it out. So don't just settle for your potential. Come and join us. Do all the YouTube things. Hit the comment down below, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. We'll see you on the next one.